Ye brave young knights, to hear this fabled story.
Adventures of the square table and of dragon glory.
In Camelot, in the court of King of Fire, we must confess we do our best to hide the Queen's fair tire. We're dragons and we're proud to say we fight for honor and we don't get paid. When our damsels in distress, you can bet we're at our best. Blazing dragons, we will save the day. We swear to uphold the code of the square table. We're straight and true and good and kind, and we're very good at knitting.
That doesn't rhyme. That's okay.
We're gonna sing it anyway. We're dragons and we're proud to say life is good under King Allfire's reign. Let them our duty calls, dragons one and all. Blazing dragons, we will save the day.
There once was a king named Allfire. To remain king, there's a thing that's required. When the deed wasn't done, it was rumoured by some that it was time for King Allfire to retire. Whoa! Behold, gentlefolk, the legendary sword in the stone. Many, many years ago, it was decreed that whomever could withdraw the magical sword, Excaliburn, from the stone would become the king of the realm. Everyone in Dragondom tried. Only young Allfire could do it. That was many, many years ago. And since that day, every year, King Allfire repeats the legendary deed before his entire kingdom.
Rusted thing gets heavier every year. Starting to rust out, too.
It's not just the sword.
Excaliburn! Allfire's legendary Sword of the Stone. How bright it shines, milady.
Well, actually, it's turning kind of green. I told Daddy I hoped you could find a way to clean it before the ceremony tomorrow.
You're in luck, Flame. I've just finished my latest invention. My sword polisher.
Have you, tested it yet, Flicker?
No. Why?
Well, it's just that some of your inventions don't always work the way you expect them to the first time around.
Oh, you mean like my cold winter night warmer?
And don't forget your automatic moat digger. Anyway, it is a sword after all, and I like you better in one piece.
Be careful.
Please. And thank you. Bye.
Blazing dragons! It sounds like my polisher's heading for a meltdown. Huh? Oh, Sir Loungelord is ringing for me. Must be time for his flossing. It'll be safe here till I get back. Coming, oh noblest knight of the square table and all-round nice sky! It's gone! I've lost Excaliburn, the king's sword symbol of his right to rule. What am I going to do? Think, Flicker, think! That's it! I had a feeling this large chunk of stone would come in handy one day. A slight modification to my polisher. I don't have much time. Now, if I can just carve a sword into this rock, it will look just like the original. A little paint, and by the time anyone discovers the difference, I'll have found the real Excaliburn and replaced it in the real stone. I hope.
One sword and stone for pickup!
And immediate delivery to the royal throne room. But why do you have to do it again and again, year in, year out?
Well, my dear Griddle, it's all part of being king, reaffirming my rule and all that.
Then let's get it over with. My scales are drying out just sitting up here.
Yes, dear.
Not all this again, it's so boring.
Well, here goes.
What happens if you can't?
Oh, great! 20 questions!
What say you, Cinder and Clinker?
I'm just curious to know what would happen.
If you couldn't pull the sword out of the rock!
Well, I suppose I could no longer be king. And suddenly left without my kingly wisdom and insight, my court, my kingdom, my knights would disintegrate into an indecisive, quarreling rabble of mayhem and confusion, plummeting down a spiral to oblivion. In other words, the end of the Dragon Knights and all they stand for.
What's a spiral?
Cut it out! Pull the sword!
Blazing dragons, King Allfire has lost his fire.
Oh
Yes,
no! Paparazzi!
And who's to lead the Knights of the Square Table? Who's to be our king?
Oh, gracious.
I've got an idea.
I can't believe it. My court, kingdom, and knights are disintegrating into an indecisive, quarreling rabble of mayhem and confusion, and have begun their plummet down a spiral to oblivion. In other words, the beginning of the end of Camelot and the Dragon Knights of the Square Table and all they stand for.
Ha! Great! I suppose this means we have to move.
In case you were wondering, that's Geoffrey's evil spy en route to the dreaded Count's castle Threadbare. Called that because not only is it falling apart at the ramparts, the moat is so stagnant even the crocodiles are on strike. Fortunately for the evil spy.
Peasants! Bring me more peasants! Tall ones if we have them. Afraid we're fresh out of tall peasants, Count Geoffrey. I mean, dread Count Geoffrey de Bouillon, oppressor par excellence of the poor and weak. Others keep their property up their way. I keep my property up my way. But even so, I'm sick of gloomy, tired of damp, and fed up with dark. I want light. I want dry. I want a roof. I want Camelot! A new throne wouldn't be a burden either. If I'm not mistaken, and I'm usually not, you fell into the moat. As well, you're here to report that Camelot is disintegrating into an indecisive, quarreling rabble of mayhem and confusion. And if all continues to go as I have planned, they should begin their plummet to oblivion right about now. Round up some peasants to test out the catapults. Never pass up an opportunity to kick a dragon when they're down. Oh yes, your reward. At least something around here works. I wonder where I left my nail clipper.
So, that explains it. I didn't lose the sword flame. Count Geoffrey stole it.
How do you know that nail clipper is his?
It has DCGOPEPW monogrammed on it.
Dread Count Geoffrey, oppressor par excellence of the poor and weak. Can we be certain it's him?
We'll have to chance it. There's only one thing to do.
Yes, we must sneak into Castle Threadbare.
Avoid being struck by any falling debris.
Get the sword and return it so Daddy can pull it out of the stone.
And reclaim his rightful crown. And fast!
Look, Griddle, my My old armor still fits.
Good thing for you, you're going to need it. What's this I hear about you running off to see some woman at the beach?
Calm down, Griddle. It's not a woman. It's the Lady of the Lake. Uh-oh! Watch your eyes! That's better. Hand me my shield, will you, my dear? It's strictly business, my love. Excaliburn was her sword in the first place. With her help, I'm certain I can sort this mess out.
You do that, old pal. And while you're gone, I'll start packing.
Looks like Count Geoffrey's moving.
Into Camelot, I'll bet. And there's no stopping him with Daddy gone.
And the knights continuing their downward spiral to oblivion. We must get the sword! Remember, watch out for falling debris.
No, you're way off track. I'm the princess of the pond.
Not the Lady of the Lake.
Sorry.
You there, safe! We need you to help with the catapult.
But you see, I don't know anything about catapults.
You don't have to. You're the ammunition.
It's all up to you, Flame.
Female of the fjords?
That's me.
I found the princess of the pond, the wench of the whirlpool, and the babe of the bay, but no lady of the lake. Don't know anything about swords by chance.
Sorry. Just axes.
Flicker! I must hurry even more. Shh! Excaliburn! Count Geoffrey!
Oh, please, Princess, I'm not one to take advantage of an unarmed lady. So, on guard!
I won't let you stop me. Not when the fate of all of Camelot is at stake.
Well, she's certainly playing it to the hilt.
Think you'll get her point?
It depends on how you slice it.
Perhaps if he takes a stab at it.
Oops, that was a close shave.
Knock it off with the bad puns.
As my friend Flicker says, watch out for falling debris.
No, don't!
Hurry! Your master needs you!
Oh. Not me! Get her!
These things are so outdated. Have you given any thought to trying to starve the enemy out of the castle?
Flicker! Flame! Yeah!
Stop her! Stop her, I say!
Flicker?
Flame? How? Where? When?
Piece of cake! Yeah!
No more, Mr. Nice Non-Dragon. I order the siege to begin!
There's one slight problem, Count Geoffrey.
What slight problem?
We've run out of ammunition for the catapult.
Then go to the village and find some more!
We have the sword.
And the stone. Are we missing something?
Daddy! He's out looking for the lady in the lake.
What? What lady?
It's nothing, stepmother.
I hope not. Oh, look at you. Princess one day, peasant the next. And all because of a stupid sword. Well, what's done is done. See the moving carts outside. Help me pack the china, will you, dear?
Flame, my experience with Geoffrey's catapult has given me an idea. There's a way we can bring the sword, the stone, and King Allfire together.
Oh, this quarreling mayhem and confusion is only getting us closer to oblivion. I suggest we each take a turn.
Right then, who goes first?
Noble knights! Haven't you heard? Whoever can catapult a stone the farthest is to be the new king. I hope this works, Flicker.
Stand aside, Flicker. I go first. Called it.
So far, so good.
Wait, that one didn't count.
Are you certain this is the way to the lake, Flame?
I think so, Flicker. I just hope Father remembers it. He's not very good with directions, you know.
This is the best you could do?
Count Geoffrey!
Well, we tried, Count Geoffrey. Look at them. Skin and bones. Couldn't you find any with some meat on them? A lot of damage this lot's gonna do. We'll be lucky if they make a crack.
Oh, Flame, Camelot is totally defenseless. If we don't get your father back on his throne fast... Sir Langelot!
Not now, Flicker. I'm adjusting for wind velocity.
Yes, well, did Princess Flame explain about the time limit in regards to determining the new king?
Time limit?
Daddy's not here.
Drat! Maybe he got sidetracked at the Dame of the Dam. I hear that happens.
Flame? Is that you, Puff?
Daddy!
Blazing dragons! It is you! Oh, Flame! I had no idea you were the Lady of the Lake.
Huh?
You know, Puff, if you had told me you were the Lady of the Lake, you could have saved me a lot of trouble.
But, Daddy...
Not to mention blisters going here, going there.
But, Father, I'm not the Lady of the Lake.
You're not? But there's the lake. There's you.
Sorry to interrupt, my liege, but I must inform you that at this very moment, the dreaded Count Geoffrey is about to lay siege to Camelot.
Geoffrey? Siege? Nonetheless, it's of little consequence. I am no longer king, and my knights should have arrived at oblivion just about now.
This has gone on long enough. Sire, I have a confession to make. I am to blame.
Blazing dragons! What in...
Look! A rainbow!
King Allfire? King Allfire?
My knights! Ex-knights. Not this again.
Sire, you cannot give up. You must try again. For your kingdom, Camelot. Your Knights of the Square Table.
And for me.
Why not? Got nothing left to lose, eh, Puff?
What happens if you can't?
Right!
We've been through all that.
Well, I'll be a blazing dragon's uncle!
My liege!
Oh, Daddy! You did it!
So I did. So I did! So Geoffrey's trying to kick us when we're down, eh? Knights of the Square Table, arise!
Surrender, slothful dragons wallowing in oblivion by the time I count to 10, or face the consequences. 1, 2, 3, 10!
Hey, there's nobody here.
Are you sure? You're not trying to get back at me for the things I said back there on the road?
No, nobody's home.
Easy pickings. Evil Knights numbers 1, 2, and 3. Camel Hot is ours! Run away!
Three cheers for King Allfire!
Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
How can I ever thank you, Flicker, for all you have done?
Perhaps you could talk to your father about getting a smaller stone?
Ah, I say. See what you can do about cleaning this up a bit, will you, Squire?
Once again order had been restored. All fire had regained the Lake Lady's sword. Now thanks to Flicker and Flame, no one else could lay claim to the title of king anymore.
A little practice never hurts, just in case.